Okay, hello everyone. This is Sharonda, and this is my YouTube channel as well as Sprinkle Podcast, Spiritual Sense. Today is September the 18th, which is a Sunday. And in this podcast as well as YouTube channel, I go over topics in regards to the paranormal, occult, and supernatural. So I speak on a variety of topics. It's an open social discussion in regards to that. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, you are more than welcome to place a comment in the comment section. Okay. So I also, if I have not mentioned that it is for entertainment purposes, okay, that means it's optional. You come here because you have an interest in those topics, okay? So I'm going to proceed with my topic for today, and that is Satanism. Satanism. What is Satanism, or someone who may refer to themselves or consider themselves to be a Satanist? So I'm going to read off some information in regards to that. Satanism is a group of ideological and physiological beliefs based on Satan. Contemporary religious practice of Satanism began with the founding of the Atheistic Church of Satan by Anton LaVey in 1966. It mentions that although a few historical precedents exist, prior to the public practice, Satanism existed primarily as an accusation by various Christian groups toward perceived ideological opponents rather than a self identity. Satanism and the concept of Satan has also been used by artists and entertainers for symbolic expression. So, it mentions about accusations that various groups have been practicing Satanism have been made throughout much of Christian history. It goes on, it mentioned about the Middle Ages, and during the Middle Ages, the Inquisition attached to the Catholic Church alleged that various heretic Christian sects and groups, such as the Knights of Templar and Cathars, performed secret satanic rituals. And then it goes on to mention about the early modern period belief in a widespread satanic conspiracy of witches resulted in mass trials of alleged witches across Europe and North American colonies. So these accusations were um, behind events such as Protestantism. The French Revolution continued to be made in the 18th through 20th century. So the idea of a vast satanic conspiracy reached new heights with the influential Taxel hoax of France in 1890, which claimed that Freemasonry worshipped Satan, Lucifer, or Baphomet in their rituals. So in the 1800s to 1980s and 1990s, the satanic ritual abuse hysteria spread through the United States and United Kingdom amid fears that groups of Satanists were regularly sexually abusing and murdering children in their rites, in their rituals. So in most of these cases, there were no corroborating evidence that any of these occurred. Accused of Satanism were actually a practitioner of satanic religion or guilty of allegation leveled at them. So, I'm on Wikipedia. A lot of the information can be very, very extensive. Satanism is a comprisement of a many beliefs and practices and religion as such. And so I'm not going to go into a lot of this because Wikipedia information can be very, very extensive. But I'm going to give you my account and my synopsis as to what I feel as though a lot of this is. Okay, I'm here to bring clarity, insight, and knowledge and capability in regards to that. So as I mentioned, I say angels and demons is a state of mind. Do angels exist? Do demons exist? Or demonic presences exist? I think, in the essence, it's a critical illness piece or thinking in regards to contrast, right versus wrong, good versus bad, when something is not right or when something is a part of. And God will put a certain spirit within somebody to bring awareness about something that may be occurring, is what I feel. So um is to tell on the spirit of the individual that you are dealing with. And I mentioned that when I state about reading the Bible. You have to be very careful when you partake in reading the Bible, particularly when a lot of the things that entails in the Bible may be applicable to you or you're not in agreement with. And oftentimes when you go on a fast and you begin to read these things, it will tell on you, it will happen in such a matter that is beyond your control. So you have to take caution when you are reading the Bible. Okay. Certain people just do things because it's by tradition. They don't, not necessarily that they don't think, but they have been, thinking has been frowned upon. So you do versus thinking. And so once the eyes has been open and you have received that revelation, then you will understand why you have somebody such as myself. I will refer back to the Bible or the biblical text. Do I read the Bible? I don't. I don't. Because oftentimes I think it's a way of telling on the spirit of the hearts of people. So when you have things such as the Church of Satan, the Satanism, and they say they drink blood and they sacrifice children and all this and that, do I honestly feel as though everybody that is within that particular belief system partaking those things? No, I don't. But I do think you may have individuals who do it, and that is to tell on the spirit when something is not right with those individuals, particularly if the drinking of blood. We know blood, me being in healthcare, is nasty. It can be very nasty, and it's germ and disease causing um uh uh it can it's the vessel of life, blood. It's the liquid of life. It's like a liquid gold of life. So drinking of blood, to me, being in healthcare, or to even want to drink of blood, lets me know that something is biologically going on with this person, particularly maybe in their blood. So this is how God would associate certain things to you to where you can gain insight as to what it is that's being conveyed. Because many people just say, "Oh my gosh, they crazy," this and that. But it's in turn when someone is not getting the things, proper nutrition and proper things that are needed, they will partake in certain behaviors. Uh, could very well be blood drinking or whatever the case may be. Could this person be anemic? Could this person be iron deficient? Perhaps something is going on with the blood. Perhaps there's infection or whatever the sort is in regards to the blood. So it's to tell on the spirit. If this person thinks like a Nimrod, or is this person, what is going on with the heart of this person? And it could very well be something actually going on with the heart. So when God has opened up the eyes and conditioned you to see contrast, then you will begin to understand what exactly is being conveyed. You got your headbangers and things of the sort. Or perhaps something is going on with equilibrium, something with the hearing. This is how God puts spirit within people so you can pay attention to what is going on with them. It's being done by way of a spirit. And once the eyes has been conditioned to see and know, you would gain that insight as to what is going on with this person or with this group or with this situation. This is how God works, believe it or not. And oftentimes you will find that when people are in such a manner, it's because there is a lack of attention. Could be very well be in terms of their food, water, biological makeup, something is going on in regards to that situation. This is how God what? This is how God happens. This is it. This is how God works. Just slow it down. Just slow it down. It's going to present you. And oftentimes, when you begin to see demons and spirits and things of that nature, that's God giving you discernment and alerting you when something is not right. It's going to always be something because this is life we live in. Nothing is perfect. Although we may feel like we know it all and everything is, it's not. So it's going to always be something. This is God by way of. This is God by way of. So that's basically what my synopsis of that is in regards to Satanism and things of that sort. You know, when people begin to crave things that is abnormal or not normal, begin to take note of that and begin to take note of when it happens. Because as I mentioned, when I did my and I'm going to pull out something that's prompted me to pull out my moonology cards. I don't know if it's going to be a full moon tonight or not, but let me uh pull up and we're going to proceed with that. Moon for today, for tonight. God will show you if you pay attention. It's a cycle that happens in this life experience. And you will begin to see it's a wanted moon for tonight. At certain times, certain behaviors will be perpetuated because we are all spiritually based, whether it be of a good spirit, a bad, favorably, unfavorably. And so if you take note of certain things, this is what astrology is. It's not devil work. It's just paying attention to what is not normal. And a jealous person and a jealous spirit will get upset and angry when you don't pay attention to it solely and when you focus on something else. That's what a jealous spirit is. It always wanted to its way. It always want to focus in direction towards it. That's what that is. But I can understand when someone is wanting to be focused on one particular thing because you will get, all over the place to where you can't. It's hard to see the fine details and fine tune it. It's going to be a wanted moon tonight. Let me indicate when is the next full moon. But if you take note of things like such as this is God giving you uh discernment. This is him perpetuating these things. I can't change it if I want to. And so once people have begun to realize that this is what is occurring, that's why you have many people that may try to cause confusion and divide and chaos to throw you off. It's going to present itself whether you try or not. Simple as that. So I'm going to proceed with the next full moon. For those who are such as myself, I typically do a ritual of burning of candles and things like that. And I had it out, and I think I'm going to add it back on my phone in regards to the moon. You will begin to see that certain things happen when the moon is full. So that's what that means when they say programming as such, or what have you. Meaning we have all agreed that this is what that is, and so it will present itself whether you want to or not. You see what I'm saying? Like you will be conditioned, your spirit will tell on itself, regardless of what comes out of your mouth. So we have the next full moon, which will be on a Sunday, October the 9th. Now today is Sunday, September the 18th. So in roughly 3 weeks, we will see the next full moon. Okay. And it is very, very relevant to take note of such things such as astrology, numerology. Some people say that's devil's work. No, 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 no. This is God giving you discernment about when someone is not right. But I do understand where many people coming from because a lot of people will just react because they see, okay, well, this is this because this is what that said. It's not your place to go out and commit harm to someone because of something that you know has happened. You got to have, in this time and space, we have to agree, even though we may be aware and we may know spiritual sense of the matter, but we still have to stay within logic, science, and reason. It's not your place because you know that someone is stealing or something to go out and to kill because you know this. You still have to stay contained into this what? Logic and reason of the laws of the land in this time and space. But you oftentimes will find that when they are aware of certain things, they will take it upon themselves because they feel as though they have been deemed to do so. So I hate to seem as though I'm backbiting or talking out both sides of my neck, or I'm just playing devil's advocate. I'm just giving it real and giving the sensibility. Confusion will try to confuse those spirits because you got them out here. They will seek to steal, kill, and destroy. Meaning, if you are stealing, if they think you are stealing, they will try to kill you and destroy you. Okay, so that's why you will have pushback. Because do I feel like everybody that steals deserves to be killed? Well, it depends on if you are a threat. So that's why it's best to not steal, because they begin to think more than that you're trying to do harm to them. Why are you not out doing something productive to where you can what? Get these things. Why are you stealing? So if you feel bold enough to come and steal, but then you'll be bold enough to kill, is how they would be conditioned to think. Okay? So in essence, Satanism is contrast to or mockery to that what is considered to be esteemed or popular or kosher. That's basically what that is. Once the eyes has been conditioned to understand that, you will gain that insight and that revelation. The drinking of the blood. I don't think, you know, I honestly don't think that that's what the intent was. But this is to put those spirits on forefront to let you know how it thinks. This is somebody who is an abstract thinker. This is somebody who is a concrete thinker. Okay? So that's my synopsis on uh Satanism and what that is. It is to give insight and clarity to those who don't care, to be honest with you. I'm a bottled woman, like I don't have time to care. You know. But this is just for those who was interested and wanted to know. This is to bring clarity and insight to it. Okay. So I am going to conclude this episode of Spiritual Sense, as well as podcast and YouTube episode. If you have a comment, question, or suggestion, or a topic that you would like me to present on a future show, you're more than welcome to comment in the comment section. Okay? And so until then, you have a safe and wonderful day. Good day.